Yes, I am back with a video. Look, of course, I have to make videos just to keep the channel, you know, technically alive, I guess. Because if I don't upload for one whole fucking week, I mean, a little channel like mine, a nobody that I am, I'll lose everything that I have right now. And for me, what I have right now is absolutely more than I deserve. I know I've been working hard, but look at me. Who am I really? I'm just a nobody who just wants to have fun on YouTube, wants to entertain and make people happy as much as I can. But really, at the end, life gets in the way. Life gets in the way sometimes a bit too much. It's not a problem for the big YouTubers though. Like PewDiePie goes on a fucking 2 year break and he comes back. The first video is gonna do like 50 million views because he's back. Because he's a big name. I can't afford that kind of time lost. So yeah, today I'm talking about a very important game. Okay, a game that pissed many people off, including me. So, The Last of Us Part 2. Look, I really, 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 really want to call this game bad. But I just can't, okay? I just can't because you can see the budget. I know it's placed in the wrong directions. I would have appreciated if they put all the budget in the story, then in the gameplay. But I guess it did both. So, but one better than the other. Okay, look, the graphics, all the technical stuff of things, the music, the score, the acting, everything apart from the story of this game is masterfully, and I mean masterfully done. Believe me, I know, but look, this game has a big thorn on its side, and it's called storytelling, which they absolutely didn't understand. So, The Last of Us One is one of my favorite games of all time. It's in top 5. I made a video, top 20 favorite games of all time. The last spoiler alert, The Last of Us One is in there somewhere. Figure it out for yourself. Watch the video if you want. But look, I'm talking about the big bad brother, The Last of Us 2 now. So let me tell you about the story. Because look, in these kinds of games, like Uncharted, like God of War, like The Last of Us, these big ass AAA titles that give a lot of money to actors, to script writers, to screenwriters, to everything that involves storytelling. They give so much money away just for that. But at the end of the day, there's only one man that can decide what is going to be the story. It's going to be the director of the game. And well done, Neil Druckmann. You're the most hated person in this world, and with a good reason. To be honest, to be fair, if you go back in time, like 1 year before The Last of Us 2 released, you can find an interview with Mr. Druckmann. I want to call him Mr. Cuckman because he's a cuck. But anyway, I don't like the guy. But look, he made a fair point. He warned us all, but we weren't listening. We were blinded by expectations of a masterpiece and a masterwork that would please the fans and critics alike. We didn't get this at the end, but he warned us. He said, I know, I'm quoting by the way, not giving my opinion. He said, quote, I will make a game that will be controversial and that many fans won't like, but the importance of this game will stay in history and we will be proud of the project. Unquote, Neil Druckmann. So, I mean, what he said is right. Many fans didn't like the game. Many critics liked the game. Literally, every critic liked the game. But that's not the real thing, okay? Let me tell you. I'm gonna go to spoilers now because if you don't want to listen to spoilers, go out. But pretty much everybody's heard already. The big elephant in the room, Joel's death. Look, Joel's death is the most important thing in this game. Look, I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna sound a bit, crazy fan, but look, this is the real shit, okay? Joel's death, and it was in the beginning of the game. I wasn't against it at all. Believe me, it would have been a much greater story if Joel died and if he was alive, believe me, I was all for it. But if it was done right, Joel didn't deserve what happened. Not only didn't he deserve it, but it was made so poorly with absolutely no competence. Absolutely no competence. Look, Joel in The Last of Us 1 was protecting Ellie from everything. From everything. He was careful, he was thought out. One scene, they were riding driving a car down the street, and some homeless guy wanted to help them and wanted them to help him. He was asking for food or for something, and then Joel said, ignore him, he'll just try to kill us. And in the end he did, he pointed a gun and shot at them. And they got attacked. But look, Joel would never do this in The Last of Us 1. It's like seeing a different person. This is not a good storytelling, good writing, or good character progression at all. This is just poor storytelling, poor character development. Anyway, the way he goes, the so stupidity with a baseball bat, golf club to the head from Abby. And Abby, the mysterious character you've never heard of. Look, I know Joe in the first game did absolutely despicable shit. He was a horrible human being, don't get me wrong. He was selfish, he was ignorant, he was absolutely all the worst things a human can, but he did relatable things that people in his situation would do. This is why he was loved, this is why he was appreciated as a game character. And to go like this is a bit too much. Look, it starts off like a vanilla revenge story that Ellie tries to revenge Joel for absolutely, just out of the blue. And the game was just not enough, okay? Yeah, you wanted to kill Joel's killer, believe me, but the story was simple and maybe just too simple, to be honest. You kill baddies, you go for bad guys. I wasn't impressed at all. But then it got even worse. I'm gonna tell you why it got even worse. Because you play as the fucking villain. And before you play as the fucking villain, don't forget that the only good character was Jesse, an Asian guy who was very cool. He was very supportive to Ellie and Dina, and he was just a nice character, well written as well. Dina, the worst character of the game, even worse than Abby. I hate Dina more than Abby, okay? I hate Dina more than Abby because she was so useless. She didn't do anything. Not to help Ellie. She was just a burden all the fucking time. And I know she was pregnant. I know. But that's just bad character writing. She was nothing. Nowhere to be seen helping Ellie or helping anyone apart from herself. I didn't like Dina at all. I like the voice actress of Dina, Kashina Cardona. She seems very nice. You can follow, you can subscribe to her YouTube channel. She's a nice guy. She's a nice woman. No disrespect to her. She's like a cool friend, but the character Dina is just not good, okay? In my opinion. And look, the game doesn't respect the characters people love. They killed Jesse. Abby kills him just like that. Gone. They don't care about him at all. Then after Abby shoots Jesse in the fucking head. After this, the next 10 hours of the game, you play as Abby. You play as the villain whom you hate from the beginning of the game. And then the game tries to make you feel for her. To make you feel that Joel killed her dad. That's beyond impossible. That's beyond possible at this point. That's beyond possible for you to care for the person you hate. Maybe you can feel sympathy. Maybe you can feel, relatability. But you're never gonna feel like, oh, I'm sad for Abby. No, you want her fucking down. You want her fucking dead on the ground. That's at least how I felt. Of course, I'm not a video game critic. I'm just nobody. Staring on the iPad screen and just talking to 30 people, which still is a lot for me, by the fucking way. I'm not disrespecting you at all. But look, the game's ending. You go back to playing. Look, this game is too political. There are characters that I have no grudges against transgenders or LGBTQT people, anybody in any race or any form or any sexuality. But if they're bad characters, if they're horribly written, how can you like them? And if you don't like them, you are called by IGN specifically a fucking virgin. If you don't like The Last of Us 2, you're a virgin and a silly kid. We don't hate the characters because they are LGBTQT. We just we just hate them because they're badly written. Believe me, that's the only reason why. Look, at the end of the game, you go back with Ellie, you play as Ellie. At the point you're supposed to be emotionally torn between Abby and Ellie. I was not. I always wanted to kill the bitch. I didn't care for her. But anyway, you play as Ellie, go to some island, last chance to kill Abby, and when you at the point of drowning her in the fucking river, yeah, and then the biggest action movie cliche, just decided to not kill him or her, leave her alone, right away, right a fucking away. And then, does the game give you more? It gives you a big, fat, juicy dick for you to swallow down your throat and choke on. The game gives you nothing more than this. Believe me, don't expect anything more than a fat, hairy dick coming down your throat. Because you will get nothing more, my friend, out of the ending. All the characters you care for are depressed, killed, broken, done, finished to pieces. And The Last of Us 3 might as well just be called Depression Simulator. Because of course, Neil Druckmann wouldn't refuse another money printer, would he? I wouldn't. Anybody wouldn't. Giving a score to this game, I can't call it bad, but the most important aspect of the game is absolutely broken. And that's a big if. So I'm gonna give this game a 4.5 out of 10. I'm giving 4 points because of the gameplay, the graphics, and it has very fun sequences, to be honest. Although they weren't logical, didn't make any fucking sense. They were nicely made. The cinematography is amazing. As I said, the acting brilliant. From Abby, from Ellie, everybody acted brilliantly. But the story, dog shit, broken. 4.5 is the fair score, I believe, for this game. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you had a good time with me. And I promise to you, I will be back less than a week, and I will be uploading like a fucking madman, as I promised you. Stay tuned, stay healthy, stay safe, and stay tuned for more. I may take a 1 day or 2 break, but I'll be back. Yeah, I just want to go back home, man. I just want to go back home and upload videos to you, because I cannot live without my audience, believe me. I cannot live without YouTube. That's why I'm making these videos here when I have the free time and I'm alone. Hope you understand the position. Life gets in the way. Simple as that. Life stops everything. So yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. See you soon. Goodbye.